welcome back. This is your roll call to greatness, call to action. Get up and thank God is today. Do all that you can do to take who you are from an internal opinion to an external fact in this world. Now let's grow. Growth gang. Good morning. Another beautiful day to get up and become who you were intended to be in this life. Do all that you can do to make it happen. You know how we like to start off the day? We'll do the Wim Hof breathing, get into our meditation, get the sauna heated up, go crush our fasting cardio, do our stretches in the sauna, and get into the cold shower. Sounds like a beautiful way to start the day. If your morning is hard, your day will be easy. And if your morning is hard, over and over and over and over, your life will be easy. These things begin to compound and the effects are tremendous. Just as your bad habits have been compounding and having effects on you throughout your life, some of them on autopilot, these can be implemented with intention and change your life for the better. Excited for you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's grow! breathing techniques, 3 rounds, finished our 22-minute meditation. I'm always so thankful when I have the tenacity to get up, the tenacity and the discipline to get up and implement these things into my day. The way that they make me feel not only right away, but the residual effects that they have throughout my day and beyond are just beautiful, honestly. Anybody who hasn't found their way into meditation yet, or if you haven't become familiar with breath work, if you're not confident in watching me do it and learning that for yourself, please go and look up Wim Hof breathing techniques. I just do 3 rounds. I personally was shown that by a guy named Gary Brecka. Go follow at Gary Brecka on Instagram. 10x Health with Grant Cardone. The man is doing things that are beyond my realm of understanding, but I definitely know that what he's doing is revolutionary and it is gonna change the game when it comes to health. The whole superhuman thing is basically from him and what he does. So, anyways, I'm not gonna ramble on. Definitely probably gonna do some talking throughout the process. We're gonna do some floor work for abs today. We got our mat and we're gonna go on the elliptical. Anyways, I'm still on the elliptical. Like I said, I do switch up from the elliptical to treadmill, the exercise bike, but I'm frequenting the elliptical because of the pinch in my back. Helps me get good rotation and get my pelvis moving in the morning. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna do our 5 rounds fasted cardio circuit, which includes abs and the elliptical. Let's go! Be a little vulnerable and admit my self-image definitely suffered from growing up the way that I grew up, putting myself things that I put myself through. Honestly, like, when I say I grew up hard, I don't want anybody to think that, like, that's a result of my parents. My mom is probably the most beautiful human being that I've ever had the opportunity of knowing. And my father is probably the most genuine person you may ever come across. He doesn't have a malice bone in his body. I don't think I've ever seen him intentionally do something to another that wasn't advantageous for them. Just a great guy. So when you hear me talking about growing up hard and stuff, to be honest, that's on me. I was very hard to raise at best. So my self-image definitely suffers from a result of the things that I did, the lack of trust that I had in myself as a result of the things that I did growing up. But I can tell you that the flip side is what's happening right now. I've been free of smoking weed and all that stuff for 22 consecutive days now, which I know to most people may not seem like a big deal, but for me, that is a milestone worth running to the top of any mountain and yelling about. So, I'm building trust. I've never felt so comfortable in my own skin in my life. I've always woke up and immediately smoked weed, or I was addicted to pills for a long time. I sipped lean for a long time. Hard to admit that one. But I've been free of all mind-altering substances for 22 consecutive days. Today is my 22nd day of the 88 days of mastery. And my self-image is changing in ways that I don't even know if I can properly articulate at this point. but it's a pretty beautiful thing that's happening. And I'm proud of me. If you get rise up and you have the discipline to change yourself for the better, if there's something that you know that you should change it. You have to change it. You can't live in the shadow of what you know you should implement. It will break you in ways psychologically that you can't account for. It's been a while since I did this one, so we're gonna get into the ab circuit. So I go. That core engaged immediately. Okay? If there's something that you feel like you should be doing, it means you should be doing it. And if you're not, procrastination is taking out more than you can believe. It's just deteriorating your self-trust, your self-image, your self-confidence. You don't trust you because you know better than anyone the things that you should be doing, but if you're not doing them, well, that's an easy equation to put together. Whether you're trying to change your body, change your mind, change your bank account, change your relationships, get up and implement the change. Start living a more intentional life. If I ever write a book, it's going to be called The Power of Intention. You gotta be intentional. You gotta stop just mindlessly wandering through life on autopilot. A sure sign that you're not rising to your occasion, you're not living up to who you could be, is if you find yourself jealous of others. Stop being jealous of other people. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what it took to accomplish what they have. Whether it was handed to them from a past generation or not. Somebody put in that work to get what they had. So stop being jealous of other people, even if you think you have the right to judge how they've amassed whatever it is that they have. If they did it illegally, they don't deserve any respect. But stop judging other people. Let it be a compass to drive you to the fact that if you're jealous of somebody for something that they have, then that is something that you wish that you had. So get up and put the work in to obtain it. So every circuit is going to be a little bit different. Make sure you got your core engaged. Flex your abs while you're doing this. Woo! Round 3, fight. Have the strength to get up and become who you want to be. Honestly. Stop laying in bed contemplating your existence. Stop being miserable in your relationships. Stop putting that blame off onto your loved ones because you don't like where you are in life. If you haven't put the work in, put the work in. Get up and put the work in. That's all you gotta do. I believe in the law of action. I also believe in the law of attraction. But what you attract comes with action. The universe is a beautiful thing, but it is not sending anything to your door. If you're not up in any state and in flow and living in your truth, nothing is coming your way. Get up and put the work in. That's why I started this vlog. It also helping me to realize what it is that I'm doing, how much that I've been putting in. Because sometimes it's hard to see that for yourself. So it's nice to put it out in the world and have it perceived and received by others so that they can mirror it back to me. But it's also to motivate you to get up and do the things that you need to do. Jeez. Okay. I'm not farting, that's my back. On the back. Round 4, fight! I'm gonna fuck around and find the actual, I think it's out of Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. Not a big video game guy, and I don't watch a lot of movies. But I'm definitely familiar with that probably from my childhood. I'm gonna have to find that and take the voiceover and throw it on here. So in fact, pretty proud of myself for the growth that I've been having just in my ability to shoot this content. I edited it up myself. I don't have any professional videographers or people doing treatments or After Effects or anything like that. been keeping it raw and authentic and vulnerable, and everything has been coming in motion. That's how it works. Things that you need for your journey, you pick up along the way. You don't, I said this on Instagram yesterday, stop trying to be perfect in order to get started. Perfection has no correlation to preparation. The time will always be now. They say the best time to plant a tree was a year ago. Second best time is right now. And since you have absolutely no control over a year ago, the time will always be now. Get up and implement that change now. Had I waited for all my circumstances to be perfect in order to get started, I would never have any content. I would always come up with a million reasons why it wouldn't work. Like, oh, I don't want to start recording myself 5 minutes after I wake up. Because I've definitely never been a morning person. I almost said I'm not a morning person. I haven't been a morning person. Nobody can tell me that now. I haven't even been up for an hour yet. Definitely communicating pretty well. My mama would be proud. But you definitely pick up the things that you need for your journey along the way. Think about it like this. Get started. Get started and be happy that you're not carrying the weight from the starting position of all the things that you need to achieve what you're about to do. Collect them in motion. Think about that for a minute. I'm going to do this ab circuit. Started off with the crunches. I literally had no core power to even get myself up. My back's definitely still a little weak. It's okay though. We're not striving for perfection. We're moving with intention and we're getting it done. Okay. Round 5. Fight! What's the one thing that you can do today to make it so that the next thing is easier or not necessary? Say that again. What's the one thing you can do today to make the next thing you have to do easier or not necessary? Hone your focus. I definitely move with a layer of ADHD in my life, but gotta stay focused. Get obsessive about the one thing that you need to do today. Cheat code, make it the hardest thing you gotta do. That's what I mean. Like, what's the one thing that you can do to make it so that the next thing you have to do is easier or no longer necessary? Reading an amazing book. It's a lot to take in. Honestly, the man that wrote it is a level of intelligence that I don't think I've ever witnessed before, personally. Jordan Peterson. I don't know if he's a Toronto native, but he taught at the University of Toronto for a long time. The book that I'm reading right now is The 12 Rules to Life, The Antidote to Chaos. Wow. The outlooks that have been bestowed upon that man and the insights are deep. Deep. Honestly. Won't pick that book up. It's something that, must admit, it's not exactly like the easiest to read. And I mean that in no disrespect to Jordan Peterson. I mean that there is so much information there to decipher that it's not an easy read. It's not actionable, there's no buzzwords, it's not a page turner. You're literally gonna spend every chapter in awe of what the man is touching on. Like, crazy. We'll pick that book up. I'll admit, I don't really read physical books too much. I definitely love audiobooks. I average about 2 audiobooks a week, which makes it so that I read over 100 books a year. So every 10 years, 1,000 books. Pretty proud of that. I've definitely sustained it since I set that intention for myself. I've probably read about 50 books just already this year. Probably more actually. I'm gonna have to do a count up in my Audible library to see how many books that I've done. And such a wide variety of topics on everything that interests me and everything that pertains to what I'm trying to do with my life. And just, honestly, some beautiful books. I'll probably share on my Instagram a screenshot of the catalog that I've read this far, just so that everybody can go and see the other people and their work that has contributed to help build the mindset that I'm sharing with you. All right, we're gonna get into our 5th and final set. Honestly, these mat workouts, they work a lot better with a partner. I like to do the one where you have a partner stand on your toes and push your shoulders back and down to the mat, and you keep coming up and working that resistance. I love that one, honestly. And but yeah, we're gonna do another 3 individual abs for the final set of this circuit. Let's get into it. Finish off with a plank. If we could hold that a little bit longer, not to toot my own horn, but I'm really trying not to do anything that's gonna flare up my lower back. It's just gonna make it harder to do the things that I need to do today, especially my workout. Because we're working on back today. I'm definitely going to be focusing on some controlled lower back workouts to try and build more muscle in my lower back. I believe the problem that I'm really having is having lost all the weight that I've lost. I have no fat in my lower back anymore, which I believe used to protect it. So we're gonna replace it with muscle. Anyways, thanks for joining me on my fasted cardio. I'm gonna go get into the sauna, get into the activation shower, go up, walk Chance and Prada, get my food ready for transport, head to the gym. It's a back day. I'll see you there. Let's go! Okay, so we just got to the gym. Gonna get into this back day. Definitely focusing on lower back today, considering I got my pinch, and I definitely need to make sure that I'm doing proper form, proper workouts, because I could not irritate that in any way. It's definitely still something that I'm cautious of because I still feel it. But anyways, I'm gonna get into this back day. We had to switch gym locations, unfortunately. Had a little disagreement with the GM at the Roslyn location in Ajax, but we're back at the Picton Ridge, which is actually my favorite location. And I talked to Micah, which is the GM, before we got started, just to make sure that everything's on the up and up, and then just wanted to let her know that nobody's in my shots, as you can see, and everything's good. But anyways, we're getting this back there. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go! Okay, our first workout is going to be seated cable rows. I'm going wide with the wide extension. Let's get into it. Let's go! So you do your warm-up set. Lightweight. Okay, that's our warm-up set. First workout. Get into this basket. Let's go! Second workout is going to be a wide grip lat pull down. Now with that one, do not want, like you see how I'm rocking back and forth? You need to do that work in the contraction in your back muscles, not just swinging, okay? Activate your core, activate your back muscles, make sure that you're stabilized. And the swinging is actually helping with the extension and the contraction of the back muscles. Okay, those are our two first workouts. Did our 2 warm-up sets. We're gonna get into our 5 active working sets. Let's go! Okay, finished up our 2 warm-up sets and our 5 active working sets. I did wide grip rows and wide grip lat pull downs. I'm gonna get into the next 2 workouts, our next superset. I'm going to do MTS pull downs on the machine, and then I'm gonna go over and do hyper extensions, work on that lower back. I'm a little nervous about that, but as long as you protect yourself and have the proper form, you should be able to do it. Anyways, we get into it. You ready? 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 Let's go! Okay, just crushed our second superset. We did the hyper extensions, no weight, and we did the MTS pull downs. We got in our 5 active working sets on both of those workouts. My lower back's still feeling good. Hopefully it doesn't get me after, but I'm confident that we have it adequately protected and it's not gonna flare up on me. So I'm definitely gonna get into the next superset, 5 active working sets of MTS rows
and then I'm gonna do hyper extensions on the machine with a little bit of weight. All right, you ready? Are you ready? Ready? Let's go! Okay, we just finished up our last superset, our final 2 workouts. I did the hyper extension on the machine so I could add some weight. And then I did the MTS row, still relatively lightweight. Trying to get my back workout in without compromising the pinch in my lower back. You always gotta make sure your form is good and that you're not overbearing yourself with weight, especially in free weight movement workouts like deadlifts and squats. Be very careful. Honestly, it's very important that you do other types of workouts to build up lower back strength, especially if you're new, you don't have a lot of lower back muscle. You have to work up your lower back strength before you start getting into those kind of movements like deadlifts, squats, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, we just wrapped up the workout. Another one in the books. Feeling really good about that one. Definitely killed it. Anyways, one more thing before I go. I'm a firm believer in life that your attitude determines your altitude. If you're one of those guys who's just like super, you know what I mean, super steamy in the gym, I'm probably gonna walk up on you and not try and have a friendly conversation and get you smiling, because nobody wants your negative energy and attitude walking around here scowling at everybody. I know a lot of people are super hyped up on caffeine and this and that, but once in a while you gotta go over and give a friendly reminder that there's other people in here that are receptive to your energy. Maybe be a little bit more smiling, be a little bit more social. You don't have to talk too much between sets. You definitely flash a smile everybody's way. Ask them how they're doing today if they engage with you. But anyways, that's another one in the books. Very excited about it. I'm gonna head out, get to the office. Let's go.
Okay, we just got to the office. Gonna get some work in. I'm gonna work on the Ride for Life, edit up some content. Honestly, it's a true blessing when you're able to do what you want to do in this life and you do something that fulfills you. If you're not currently doing that, I implore you at all costs to fix up and get on that. Anyways, it's all a part of the growth, all a part of the evolution. Thanks y'all for joining me. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's grow!